Yo, what's up? It's LV. Learn something. Yo. Welcome. This is the cap of the 6 Pillars of Self-Esteem series. Boom. Check it out. It's a really good book. Here's the physical copy. I went through it twice for you guys to share information. Great stuff. I'm going to break down each pillar, as I said in the first video, starting with the first pillar, living consciously. Stay tuned. Living consciously is the idea that you go out forth into the world and seek and become aware of things that bear on your behaviors, actions, and beliefs, and behaving in accordance of what you see and know. And this relates with rationalization, that you seek what is true. And realism is that you accept what is and what isn't. You respect the facts of reality. You respect your inner world. You respect the outer world. Now let's go into a little bit of contrast. The opposite of this is not acknowledging something, so therefore it doesn't exist. Example, i.e., bills. I have bills. Fuck, I owe those people. You know what? I ain't even gonna think about it. I'm not even gonna think about it because if I don't think about negative stuff, then that means negative shit don't exist. Positive thinking, the power of positive thinking. No, man, that's bullshit. You have to acknowledge what's actually out there. You have to know what's actually out there so you can defeat it. Accept the challenges. That goes with self-efficacy. You have to be able to deal and cope with the challenges every single day. Now let's dig more deeper in the specifics of living consciously. To live more consciously is having an intelligence that takes joy in just its function. We all have intelligence. We all have the capability to learning, but some of us are passive. We go through life thinking that, okay, if it doesn't immediately or directly influence my life, then I don't have to think about it. Examples, Earth, the situation with climate change, the oceans, the fucking meat that we eat, which we eat it and it fucks us up, but we're not really putting the antibiotics in the meat ourselves, so we kind of don't see it. So we turn a blind eye to it because we don't want to live in that world. We don't want to be responsible for our own actions. So to have an intelligence that takes joy in its own function is to accept and encourage thinking. Encourage thinking too much in some cases, because most of us think too little. You have to think about how the world is right now. We have such a distance between those who think and those who don't think. The worker and the entrepreneur, or the worker and the boss, the person who's making the decisions, the person who's going out trying to make it better, versus the person who's just showing up thinking that they deserve money just because they're there. So Nathaniel Branden in this book invites us to be more childlike, to be a person who accepts challenges, who takes the initiative to learn, who takes joy in just being. And he says that we need to retain this joy like a child well into adulthood, and now make you more effective and have that self-efficacy that you need to live more consciously. The next specific is being in the moment without losing context of the bigger picture. He has this example in the book where he's playing with this child, and he's playing and they're having fun, but he never loses context of, this is a child that I'm playing with. And if I play too hard, I may hurt the child. Or if the child is about to fall over, he knows to grab the child and not let the child fall over and bust his head wide open. And you need to approach life the same way. You need to be in the moment ultimately, have fun ultimately, but have a purpose behind that fun. You can use this dual process throughout your life. People think that you have to just leave everything, like you can leave the work, leave everything and just go into having fun. Just get drunk as fuck, and then the next day you're like, I gotta make it to work. Oh, fuck, I don't feel like it. Like, you have to think about the future context, but ultimately be in the moment, have fun, but have a purpose behind it. Live consciously. Know what you're doing and know why you're doing it. Another specific of living consciously is being concerned with distinguishing facts, interpretations, and emotions. This is one of the biggest ones of living consciously. The reason why this is one of the biggest ones is because it's your ability to see something, make an assumption, and then reevaluate it. Example, someone's looking at me like I say, hey, that person looks pretty frustrated with me, right? I see that they're frustrated. I see the mark on their face, so I interpret it as like, they're frustrated, and then how I feel like I can fix this situation, or I feel like I'm getting defensive. Your ability to think within yourself and to actually come to a conclusion that's actually beneficial, that can actually help the situation. As I said, one of my favorite books, Crucial Conversations, man. One of the best books that I've ever read about how to deal with other people. Can you evaluate what's going on in another person or in any situation, the dynamics of the people in the room, the discussion? Can you do that in a way that you can foresee what's going to happen and diffuse the situation, or foresee what's going to happen and actually make it more joyful, make it more powerful? Do you have that ability? And lastly, when living consciously, it isn't that we trust our emotions, because they can be wrong. Interpretations can be wrong. You can see a frown on my face and interpret that as me being frustrated, me being angry, or me being playful. If you know me enough, then you can make a better decision. So I would like to invite everyone to think more. Think more. Like my video, share my video, and comment below. And until next time, this light is weird. Learn something.